Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video, we're going to show you how to change out the Maytag dryer blower wheel. It's going to be a very easy repair, and it'll only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the new blower wheel. The blower wheel is located on the motor shaft, and it's what circulates the air through the dryer. The main reason to be changing it out is if it's damaged and you're not getting any air moving through the dryer. In order to get to the part, we have to open up the dryer. We're going to use a putty knife and go in about 4 inches from each corner to release the locking tab. And you can twist it and lift up on it. And we can do the other side. Once you have it released, you can lift the top up and set it back against the wall. To get the front panel off, we're going to use our 1/4 inch nut driver to remove the 2 screws that hold the front panel on. There's one on each side, so make sure you get them both off. Now that we have the screws removed, we can let the front panel come forward a little bit, and we can take the wires out of this clip right here. Once you have the wires out, we can let it lean forward a little bit more, and then we can disconnect the wires from the door switch. If you have to, you can take a screwdriver and pop them off. Sometimes they're on there a little tight. Make sure you remember where yours go, so when you put it back on, it goes in the right spot. With the wires disconnected, we can let the front panel come forward a little bit more and lift it off the mounting brackets on the bottom of the panel. Now we can take off the blower housing cover. We're going to use our 1/4 inch nut driver to take off all the small screws, and then we're going to use the 5/16 to take off the 2 bigger ones. You take that bar off and set it aside. Now that you have all the screws out, and twist it to the side so it's out of the way. Now we can reach in with our snap ring pliers and take off the snap ring retainer. If you don't have one of these, you can just use a small screwdriver to pop it off. Just be careful you don't bend it. Even with the snap ring pliers, make sure you only open it up far enough to take it off the shaft so you don't bend it, otherwise it won't fit when you put it back in. Now we can reach in with our pliers and take off the spring clamp. All you have to do is compress it and pull it out. Once you have it off, we can reach in and pull the blower wheel out. Here's the old blower wheel next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. There is another snap ring that goes behind the blower wheel. Make sure when you pull the blower wheel off that yours is still there. If it's missing, make sure you get a new one. To put the new blower wheel in, you want to make sure the flat on the blower wheel is lined up with the flat on the motor shaft. Once you have it lined up, you can push it back into place. If you have to, you can use a rubber hammer to tap this on. Sometimes it's pretty tight to put the new blower wheels on. Once you have it on, we can use our pliers and put the spring clamp back on. All you have to do is compress it a little bit so we can slide it over the blower. Then we can put the snap ring back on. All you have to do is put the pins into it and stretch it out a little bit. Remember, you only want to stretch it so it goes over the shaft. You don't want to bend it out of shape. Once you have the snap ring on, we can put the blower housing cover back on. The blower cover, all we have to do is swing it back into place, set it down, and then we can use our 5/16 nut driver to put in the big screws and the 1/4 inch for the smaller screws. Don't forget on the next screw, we have to put this bracket back in. So we're going to hook it onto the other side and then put it in with the screw. To put the front panel back on, we want to swing it back in place and set it onto the brackets. Once you have it on, we can lift it up and reconnect the door switch wires. On our model, remember the 90-degree terminal went on the left side. And the straight terminal went on the right side. Then we can push the front panel up a little bit more and reconnect the wires into this little clip. Then we can push it up the rest of the way, up against the body, so we can put in the 1/4-inch screws that hold them together. Now that you have the front panel back on, we can lift the top up and set it back down into place. You want to make sure that the pins go into the holes, and then we can push it down and let the clips lock it in place. Now that we're done repairing the appliance, we can plug it back in and take it for a spin. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.